Act 3 of the Twilight Flood, Part 23, The Wheel of Fortune on the 34th of the Astral Moon, and we are starting our day. That was some craziness. Alright, Melly and Archie are here. Good morning, innkeeper. Good morning. How's your research going? Well. We did a lot of it. That sounds good? Yes. He might be an Oathbreaker paladin. That was my first thought too, honestly. I guess we don't know what his oath was, though. I can smell a breakthrough right around the corner. Archie's face. Are you writing that down, Archie? What? No, of course not. No notes are being taken here. None. Archie, I told you already. I might be the bestest detective in Phesoa, and this might be the meeting of a lifetime. But the investigation has to come first. How are you going to have time to write a book about my detective career if the world ends in a few days? I mean, it won't, obviously. Because our friends are super strong and awesome, and we're super smart and awesome. But we should still focus on backing them up. I'm sorry. Seems I can't help but gather material even now. You're a very impressive detective, and I fear what will happen if I stop thinking about my books. Is that what I think this is, Detective Melina? I'm afraid it is. Excuse me? It's a severe case of the nerves. Quick, innkeeper, we need a remedy. I'm not reading that. Only your most revitalizing drink will do. Does the patient agree with this prescription? Really, it's not that serious. Thank you. Perhaps a cure that'll boost my toughness is just what I need. On it, patient 0. Alright, Andy's looking better today, so that's good. Let's do something with high defense that I don't have to do an infusion on. That's charisma. That's defense. Let's give Andu a good pet. He had a scary day yesterday. Poor Andu. Poor baby. I'll do 3 points of defense. I still don't understand what we are as an innkeeper. Frosted Lagoon, order up. May this drink not be one of your tougher challenges. This is excellent. I could write a novella about the superb taste alone. I really appreciate the effort to cheer me up. I suppose I've been worrying more than I realized. How can I repay? Repay? Rishmay. Repay Rishmay. You shouldn't just bear your worries silently. I would accept an update on your research as compensation. Certainly. We're happy to oblige. I thought my knowledge of tales and myths could serve us well in identifying another weapon to slay evil. So I questioned as many scholars and turned as many pages as I could. That sounds exciting. It might have been if I'd managed to find even a hint of anything useful. XXIII is nothing but a legend. The Lance of Loignus might be real, but it proved impossible to trace its location. And don't even get me started on the history of the sword Balmer. My research ended in total failure. Don't say that. We wouldn't know that there aren't any other weapons if you hadn't looked. It just means we have to move our research focus to something else now. Like my investigation. Oh? Like I mentioned the other day, I really wanted to look into who this weird bad guy really is. With a plan like his, he can't just be some random nobody. His plan does have a certain je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. It's just so mustache-twirlingly malicious. I bet he has a mustache. Am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to mention? Am I allowed to comment? In any case, he must have left some traces that we can follow. And if we can figure out his real identity, we'll know his mortal weakness. Like an old wound? Exactly. Someone who wears that much armor must have something underneath. So we'll just have to wait until he takes it off. Once he takes a bath, we should... Actually, I don't think this is a good idea after all. Still, Carolyn always says the more you know about your opponent, the easier the victory. But this guy is like a ghost. No one has seen hide nor hair of him before all this started. And here I thought armor like that would have made him super recognizable, with the flowers and all. I did look up what some of them mean, the ones Clay was able to identify. There are petunias and marigolds, which symbolize resentment, anger, grief, and mourning. So that told me absolutely nothing. Besides that, he's a bad guy with some big feelings about the world. Duh. Then I got an idea. What about other well-known necromancers? Maybe we have a repeat offender on our hands. No one really seemed to fit, though. I was really close to ripping my fur out. But then I remembered all that stuff about the sigils. There actually was a necromancer that died when the portals opened. So I dug that file out of my pile, and yes! If the creation of the portals broke a sigil, then that just can't be a coincidence. Therefore, this necromancer from back then must have faked their death and rebranded themselves as the mustache-twirling, green-armored bad guy that we're facing now. Shouldn't you be doing the pointing thing now? I'm just not feeling it, Innkeeper. I know it doesn't add up, okay? I'm sorry, Archie. This isn't the revelation of truth that it should be. When you write your book, the detective should definitely be pointing at something. Pointing! Yes, I'll write that down. Good. Melly, don't swear. I can't believe we couldn't find anything. Who taught you that word, Melly? Wouldn't you like to know? I don't know what word she said, but she shouldn't be using that word. Oh well. What are you planning on doing now? We need a new perspective. Maybe there's something we haven't considered yet. That's why we brought some of our research materials with us. Wouldn't a library be better for this? Well, maybe, but there wouldn't be enough space to set up the conspiracy board. You brought the board here? Yep. Thanks for letting us set up here. Okay, I'll be in the back. Bye. I wanted to see the conspiracy board. I hope it's okay for us to take up some of your space. It's fine, Archie. You can go ahead. Much appreciated, Innkeeper. Damn, I wanted to see it. Una's here. Well, don't you look chipper. It's good to see you too, Una. You can spare me the pleasantries. Long day? Nah, I was just never really into all this research mumbo-jumbo. I was surprised when I heard you volunteered for the research group. Ha! Your info-gathering game is getting weak, Innkeep. I just chose the activity that's the least hassle. Too much exercise isn't good for the retirement spirit. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Before you get another word out of me, though, I'll need something to get my energy back. That whole frantic research atmosphere really tired me out. Something to bring your strength back? Got it. Alright, Andu. Buddy, what are we making? Let's do a Southern Brawler. 3 points of whatever this is. Strength. And some charisma, because she's gonna yap. And some defense, because she's an old lady. Ta-da! Here, for all that heavy-duty crocheting you're doing. I feel like I could crochet gloves for an entire army with this. You got some more adventures stashed away in those back rooms of yours? Just some more frantic researchers, I'm afraid. So, what else have you been up to? Just making sure Grace and Scully don't work themselves into an early grave for the most part. Any news on that front? Are you in the mood to be underwhelmed? Listening to what my patrons want to share, whether good or bad, is a key part of my job. Spoken like a good little innkeep. Una, don't call me that. As for their research, not many surprises there, to be honest. The damage that breaking the sigils did is pretty much irreversible, as expected. That teleportation spell Grace is looking into is also not getting any less dangerous. Even with all the modifications she's making, there's still a good chance of it backfiring. And by good chance, I mean like 70%. What kind of backfiring are we talking about? Like everything blows up and fun, or like killing you? Like killing you instantly. Exactly. Oh. How are Scully and Grace feeling about everything? They're taking it in stride. Or they're just too stubborn to give up. I'm not sure. That sounds like them. What about you? Me? All of them must be pretty disheartening. I mean, not really. These kinds of doomsday scenarios just lose their impact after a while in this business. I've lived my life. I've made my choices. Now I'm just doing what I want either way. If the end of the days is coming, knocking, and I'm on my porch crocheting and drinking, I'll have no regrets. Preach, sister. But you're not on your porch. You're here, looking after the people trying to avert that doomsday scenario. Ugh, can't believe I had to hear that from you. It was a bad taste in my mouth. I could offer you another drink to wash it down. No, thanks. Unfortunately, you've got a point. I guess I got swept up in all this a little. Sure is weird. What is? Caring. Not like I need to elaborate. Preaching to the choir and all that. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha! Sure, whatever. Let me just ask you this. As you are, will you have no regrets when all of this is over? You couldn't just let me have the last word, huh? No way in earth. I'll leave you to contemplate that, I guess. Some character information unlocked for Una. For someone who initially didn't care about saving the world, she's actually quite involved now. Even though she denies that she cares, or actually these doomsday scenarios scare her, seeing her actual emotions begin to shine through really makes me happy. I bet her autobiography will be an absolute page-turner. Are Melly and Archie here? In the back. I'll go see if the young'uns need some company. Or maybe some crocheted gloves while you're back there. Ooh, we got an achievement. It doesn't say what it's for. It's called Guivry, maybe? 9.9% of players have this achievement. And we've got Carolyn, Rhea, Hex, and Baya. Greetings. I mean, good mythical afternoon, adventurers. Okay, so Rhea and Carolyn don't seem like they're doing too well. And Baya said, "Good afternoon, innkeeper." Does this afternoon seem mythical to you? It seems wet. Sorry about that. We didn't have much time to dry off before coming in here. The floorboards should be able to endure. Just this once. It's okay if you want to leave now, Baya. We all made it back safe. Okay. But please keep the blankets. I could make some soup. We should be good for now. Thanks, Baya. Where are you headed, Baya? The swamp. I want to talk to my friends. I see. Goodbye. Let a tree know if you need any more help. I will come. Stay safe, Baya. Did things not go well? They look really disheartened. Spit it out already. You've been chewing on this ever since we escaped that mountain. It's just, I feel battle, right? So, this doesn't sound too good. Isn't that pretty obvious? Right. More importantly, have the others come back yet, Innkeep? They haven't. It's a waiting game then. Great. My favorite. Alright, Innkeep. This is where you come in with a drink. I'm gonna explode if we keep brooding like this. We're not that rogue fellow. And which of my drinks would be of aid? Not sure what could help soften the outcome of our quest, but maybe protecting from disappointment might do. Certainly. This sounds bad. I feel like I made the wrong call. I feel like they bamboozled me. I was tricked. I was deceived. I don't like this. Alright, high defense drink. We're not sending them on any missions, so let's just make a Frosted Lagoon. I hope nothing happened to Kyle. Because, yeah. I hope his ex-wife didn't kidnap him. Frosted Lagoon, ding ding. I hope your disappointment will be just a distant memory after this drink. Thanks, this takes the edge off. Didn't realize my shoulders were so tense this entire time. Can I offer you two a drink as well? I'm fine, for now. Count me in, innkeeper. I don't really want to think about it. But perhaps understanding where we failed wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll see what I can do. Would that be an intellect drink, maybe? Indeedly. So we'll make a sparkling nebula. Like, was this my fault? Did I make the wrong beverage? I am very concerned. Ding ding. Order it. This might just be what you're looking for to understand the meaning of everything. 42. They answer to life. What? Weird. I don't know where that came from. But this is good. My synapses are firing at the speed of light. Here's my conclusion. We might be really, really fucked. Was it that bad? You don't even know the half of it. Wait, this can't just be it, right? Grace and the others should have figured something else out by now. You probably already have some quests in store for us. For plans C, D, and X. I'm sorry, Hex. Archie and Melly couldn't find any new leads. And Grace and Scully are still at it, but from what I've heard, they haven't found much either. That's... Come on, innkeeper, stop joking around. I don't think this is very funny. Neither do I. Then what are we even doing here? What? If the innkeeper doesn't have any quests for us, why are we wasting time here? If you haven't noticed, the world might be ending soon. We failed to create the world-saving weapon. And now we're here to what? Have a nice chat? Oi, you're mighty close to overstepping there, wizard. Well, maybe someone needs to say it instead of just lazing around. Hex. Sit your arse down. This is no time to lose your cool. We aren't just here to chat. Information about the group that went to Twilight Chasm will reach this inn first. At this point, we need to know their fate. It would be foolish to go running around without a plan. So, are we cool? Yeah, we're cool. Good. While we wait for the others, I guess it's time for another story, Innkeep. I'm looking forward to getting some context. Right. After our chat the other day, Kyle and I went to pick up Hex. We said goodbye to Kyle, he cried, then left for Marrow Castle. Soon after, Kara and Baya picked us up. They just stepped out of a tree right next to us. Baya was pretty excited to take us to the Highlands. It sounds like everything is indeed on fire. Everything seems bad. Apparently she's pen pals with the Yeti, and she'd never gotten the opportunity to visit. And then whoosh! Whoosh? Yeah. One minute we're surrounded by nice lush woods, and then the next, vast mountains. Snow. A lot of snow. You guys suck at descriptions. Our journey to the Highlands was so fast it's barely noteworthy. It was impressive. I mean, sure, evocation is obviously the superior school of magic, but I suppose such a feat of conjuration was pretty cool, even though nothing blew up. And then you had to keep blabbing to Baya about it until we reached the village. Well, Grace would have killed me if I didn't ask for details. While the view was great, we were pretty disoriented. Even when we found the village Clay told us about, no one could point us towards the temple. Kara looked like she was getting ready to throw people around if they continued saying they couldn't help us. It was clear that no one there knew anything. Even though we still had no idea where to go, we left the village. That's when Baya let out this gut-wrenching scream. It sounded kind of like this. Okay, wonderful. Thanks. I really appreciated you replicating that scream. But why? Hey, you guys insisted I stay to tell the tale. Hey, Melly's here. Did someone die? Oh, hi, Linny. Good to see you, Melly. No one died. Hex just got a little too excited. Whoopsies. I see. Well, make sure not to scream like that anymore, or no one will know when you really need a detective on the scene. After all, you don't want to be the next boy who cried detective. I'll keep that in mind. I'll go back to the board then. So, Baya let out a scream. We had no idea why she did, but before she could explain, we heard some loud footsteps approaching. It was hard to see with the heavy snowfall, but a huge silhouette was making its way towards us. Care almost tore into it as soon as it was close. But before we knew it, Baya rushed forward. I almost attacked Baya's pen pal. You actually met an abominable yeti? Really nice fellow. Also pretty good with directions. They pointed us towards the temple. When they did, I noticed their well-crafted ring made of something like opal. Couldn't help but ask them about it. Turns out they got it from the temple. That really got the yeti talking. We learned a bunch about the temple's jewelry making business, and about how anyone approaching the stronghold unannounced would be seen as an enemy, which is a horrible way to run a business. The yeti explained that only a select group of trusted people are allowed on the premises. They didn't want to help us get in, though. Something about getting their jewelry buying rights revoked. But at least we knew the way, and soon, with that invisibility finally kicking in, we saw it before us. Lo and behold, the Temple of where the flame of Leviathan is kept. Sounds blasphemous. The trek up there was brutal. It was so much walking, I thought my feet were gonna fall off. It wasn't so bad, really. The winding path looked nice with all that sparkling snow. That's easy for you to say, you just vaulted right over all that rubble. Guess we did get to the gate eventually. It was closed, of course, a gigantic, wet slab of stone in weathered condition. If there's one thing I know about this sort of thing, it's that gates like this are super inconvenient. Good thing we didn't want to waltz in through the main gate anyways. No, with the invisibility effect from your drink still active, we started to check for any other points of entry. There was so much rubble, we figured there must have been somewhere for us to slip through. Well, there wasn't. And I was already starting to feel this itch for invisibility wearing off. We were running out of time. Come on, tell the innkeeper what you decided we should do next. We might have tried to scale the temple walls. We made it close to the top, but then the stone started to crumble right under our hands. Hex was the first to fall, but it didn't take long for us to follow. Though it's good to fall with a wizard that can cast a spell to slow our descent rather than break our necks. And here, I thought you guys just wanted a big group hug. If you want more group hugs, maybe cast that spell earlier than 5 feet before hitting the ground. Oh, sure. I'll try to practice spell casting while falling at terminal velocity more for next time. Well, you did manage it before we turned into a big puddle of adventurer soup. If only we managed to land literally anywhere else. I didn't even know creatures that big lived out there. Me neither. Right next to us, where what we had thought was a snow-covered mountain, an eye as big as Care opened. It was the guardian of the temple. It slowly lifted its massive head, and we realized that mountain path we had been walking on earlier was no path, but the body of the Guivry? I might be saying that wrong. I apologize. Its snake body slowly unfurled from around the temple. While shaking the snow off itself, it revealed its pure white iridescent scales. For a few moments, it just stared us down. The gigantic opal embedded between its eyes shone with every color imaginable. What I wouldn't give into of working with an opal of such fine quality. It's good to hear you guys had such a mythical moment there, but I, for one, was worried about the overgrown snake with wings. The Guivry unfurled its wings from where they had been tucked against its body and rose into the air. An attack position. It struck with such speed we only avoided it thanks to Care's quick reflexes when she pushed us into the snow. All I could think about was that I didn't want to fight it. Not again. When it was getting back into position for another strike, I screamed our intentions out. I couldn't imagine the Dragon Guardian would be indifferent to our objective. It didn't seem to care about it, though. Or it didn't hear us. I didn't want to give up. We had to communicate with it in a way that it couldn't ignore. So we choreographed an expressionist dance. No. Not really. But that would have been a lot funnier. In any case, instead of trying to fight it, I told the others to get moving and get our message across. by writing it in large letters in the snow. Ever tried to stomp out letters while a giant reptile is attacking you, Innkeeper? Heck of a core workout. I think I developed muscles where no muscles should ever develop. Watch out, you might become the first wizard to complete a push-up. And did it work? The push-up? No, the writing in the snow. Wasn't sure at first. But when the attack stopped, I saw it looking intently at what we had written. Then it launched itself in our direction again, but instead of trying to attack us, it dove into the snow. The ground beneath us started shaking until all of us were suddenly lifted to the top of its head. I thought we were ascending to Tuat's realm for a second, not gonna lie. But instead, we were just lifted higher and higher into the air. Towards the temple. Soon we could see a tower emerging from the temple grounds. The Guardian must have understood us after all, because it was taking us to the only place I could have imagined the flame to be. Soon we were close enough for us to jump down from the Guardian, and then I saw the altar. This doesn't sound great. They're all like hesitating. What did you see? That's the thing. We saw nothing. Nothing. No great flame of Leviathan, just a devastated altar, and an empty basin where the flame should have rested. We were so foolish. It was that fuck-ass bird, wasn't it? The clues were already there when we were approaching the temple. All the rubble, the poor state of the building. The flame was extinguished during the flood, long before we ever set foot in the Highlands. I should have known that an eternal flame was too good to be true. Not even the dragon's might is made to last forever in this world. It was all such a waste of time. You can imagine our shock at what we saw, Innkeeper. The realization slowly began to settle in. There would be no way of forging that weapon. Nothing to wield against the Necromancer. Up there at the altar, everything was so quiet. The priests hadn't reached us yet. There was just the sound of the wind, and the crush and disappointment we were all feeling. The Guardian didn't even need to say a word. I understood it either way. Whatever emotions we were feeling, they couldn't compare to the grief in the Guardian's eyes. Eventually, we were joined by some of the priests who confirmed what we had already surmised. They lost their main object of worship on the day of the flood. At least our disappointment was somewhat softened by the warm meal the priests offered us. I think they felt bad for us. There's community in shared grief. They were pretty interested in that sword of yours as well. Considering everything we've learned in the past few days, the minor divinity of it feels hardly noteworthy. I'll cherish it nonetheless. Maybe I'm also just glad that it'll remain a memento of my grandma. It was stupid to think I could try to rival her feats. But I didn't expect you to talk to one of those priests for so long. I'd never seen you so forthcoming before, Rhea. Ain't exactly every day you see that kind of smithin' mastery on display. The jewelry those priests were decked out in was a wonder to behold. Straight drippin'. No. Please don't. Hey, you don't complain when Iniko says it. That level of craftsmanship is to be expected of Ur's people, I guess. They were really generous as well. Practically forced those opals on you. And that blueprint. You're misunderstanding that one, Care. That was for ye. It was a sword blueprint that's been passed down since the conception of that temple. A form worthy of the dragon's might, as they put it. Wait, if they got a weapon blueprint and some, like, fancy opals, why are they upset? That sounds like exactly what we might need. And they wasted it. I know ye won't hear it now, but if ye ever feel different, it'd be an honor to forge it for ye. We eventually got ready to head back. I was worried about the lack of trees around us, but Baya seemed unbothered. We headed out into the courtyard, where slowly but surely she grew a whole tree. Its branches were stark white and covered in gleaming leaves. I asked her afterwards what kind of tree it was, but she just replied that it was the dream of the soil. Don't know what that meant. The priest looked very touched by its appearance. But we needed to be on our way, so into the tree we went. We stopped by Baya's and then headed over here. So that's that. Never had such a depressing walk back to the tavern. Oh, quit your yapping. You were going on and on about this all the way over here, too. It's easy for you to say. After all, you got those gems. Great for your stupid competition. Some of us were a bit put off by the quest failing. Why don't you just come out and say what your problem is? My problem is that you're acting like everything's fine. Oh shit. Don't shake my tavern! These damn kids. Where'd my roof go? Is my roof gone? It's like way brighter in here. Seems like it. Is everyone okay? More or less. Yeah. What about Melly and the others? I need to... I'll go. Alright. Thanks, Rhea. I'll take my leave. We told our story. There's no other reason for me to stick around. This might not be the case for you guys, but I have people I actually care about that I need to check on. Goodbye, Hex. He's being a shithead. It's getting late. There's always room for you upstairs if you get tired, Len. It's fine. I'll keep you company. Things must be really dire if you're offering that. What do they say? Desperate times call for desperate measures. We got an achievement called the first star? Oh, shit. No info on it. Welcome back. Keep it. Okay, good to see you too. Did their mission fail too? Alright, this doesn't seem like it's on me. Where are the others? Nico's outside trying to calm Void down. We didn't want him to throw up in your tavern. Did he have a panic attack? I hope Tia isn't giving him too hard a time about it. Oh no! Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. She isn't, right? No. Where is she then? No! No! Gone. She's gone. She left? No, she's dead. We lost Tia? Tia can't be dead. You're right. She's way too stubborn to die. Well, she did. I'm so sorry. That's awful. Yeah, you don't have to tell us that. Is anyone else? No, we gotta wait before anyone else went down. That's good. What about Fable? Did you see them there? In the chasm, maybe? No, we didn't find them. Though... What? I found a bunch of broken arrows not too far from the portal. They were all engraved with pretty flowers. I think they were there. They just didn't... come back? I hope they're okay. Maybe with a drink they would have been okay. Big feels. Big feels. Oh. I'm not doing okay. I'm not doing okay. What do you mean? You didn't make him drink in keep? We had a bit of a fight. So you willfully endangered them? I had hoped it would stop them from going. Nothing could ever stop Fable from helping people, you idiot. I realize that now. You should thank the dragons I care more about my friends' eardrums than I care about yelling at you. I already regret it well enough, don't you worry. You better if anything happened to them. If they end up like Alithia, I know, me too. We shouldn't have left without her. Her body wasn't exactly cooperative. We couldn't have taken it with us if we tried. Don't call her that. What? An it. Clay. He's right. Have some respect. I'm just saying. Well, stop saying it. Alright, you three. Calm down. No need to spill more blood. Had to do the Celine Dion thing. Please, tell us what happened. What does it matter? We abandoned her. That's what happened. We didn't do that. We sure abandoned the world. Our angel would be disappointed in us. It's not like we had much of a choice. You wouldn't say that, wouldn't you? What's that supposed to mean? You always run. Of course you wouldn't choose anything else. I ran because I have something to get back to, Clay. So did she. What happened? Okay, how about a drink for calming all those nerves? No! Time and place. I'll take one. Need to tell you what happened after all, even though I rather wouldn't. Got anything to make that easier? I'm running out of secrets, though. Don't worry, there's no need for trading today. I don't have anything to wash away the regret, but maybe I can get you something to make the words flow easier. This sucks ass! We gotta make a spoken heart. Obviously. What happened to Alethea? I literally made the drink that she wanted. Fuck my stupid baka life. Wait, yes, strength. Ah! Here. Thanks for this little taste of normalcy. So I don't really know what to ask. Did you stop him? No. Oh. Len is swearing. He was faster than us, somehow. Melly and Baya drew us a map to the portal so we could get there quickly, but when we arrived, we found a note stapled to a tree. It read, "If you value your lives, go home." He knew you were coming? Apparently. It was that fuck-ass bird. Jade and Tia argued about what to do, but we didn't exactly have a lot of options. So we went after him, right into the Twilight Chasm. It was... Calling it the Realm of Nightmares seems like an understatement in retrospect. Wouldn't have made it without Voy. And Tia's light. And Tia's light. We ran into the Necromancer on his way back. Didn't even catch him before he got to Ur. He looked... unharmed. It's ridiculous how easy it must have been for him. In his hands, he held an axe shaped like a dragon's talon, pulsating with magical energy. It was smaller than I thought it would be. Magic weapons tend to be size adjustable. Oh, right. Maybe we would have stood a chance if we hadn't walked right into a cluster of nightmare creatures. I thought maybe they'd be a good distraction for him too, but the Necromancer called on them for aid in the chasm's tongue. Voice said he promised them freedom and endless nightmares. And just like that, they sided with him, and we were up against a Necromancer, a god's axe, and a horde of monsters. We thought we were faster than even his new army. So we quickly cornered him and thought we would stand a fighting chance, but that magic asshole cast some sort of slow spell on us. Not even one round in and we were reduced to our normal speed. At least we still had some defense. Tia was right. It helped protect us against a lot of blows we might not have survived otherwise. But we were still losing ground, not to mention the battle. He pushed us back towards the edge of the Twilight Chasm and the portal we had entered from. He almost got Voy at that point. Voy had just played some sick solo that momentarily charmed one of the monsters away from Clay when an axe landed on his shoulder. He was on the ground before any of us could get to him, and then the Necromancer just stopped, stared down at him like he was looking at a ghost. Maybe Voy reminded him of something. Maybe his dead fucking heart. Maybe. It gave Aniko enough time to pull Voy away and through the portal back to the moon pools. It's true, you know. You can see all of the 7 moons reflected in the clear waters at once. It would have looked beautiful if it hadn't been for all the blood. And for all the monsters swarming us left and right. We were trying to cut them down, but every time we killed one, he would just bring them back. Over and over again. And then... Clay finally found an opening. He cut down 4 creatures at once and got through to the Necromancer, who was preoccupied with resurrecting a fallen giant. It should have been an easy hit, but Clay got reckless. That's when I saw the Necromancer smile, saw him notice Clay approaching. I tried to call out, but I wasn't fast enough. Just when Clay got within reach, the Necromancer swung out with his axe, and it should have killed me. It should have killed me. I'm glad it didn't. Don't be. The axe hit Tia right in the chest and she shielded Clay with her body. She moved so fast. I think when she saw Clay in danger, she finally managed to break out of the slow spell. I saw she wanted to protect him, so I pushed Clay out of the Necromancer's way. And as Tia lay there, her body in the pool of Astral Moon's light, he brought the axe down again. You shouldn't have pushed me. She died to save you. I had to honor that. We might have been able to save her from dying if you hadn't. I wish that was true too. We should have shielded her body so we could revive her. I think that would be a little hard to do now. Why is that? When she fell, the Necromancer brought her back, just raised her up like a puppet, like it was nothing. She was looking right at me. She looked so sad because I didn't save her. Why couldn't I save her? When I saw an undead Tia rise to her feet, her weapon and shield leveled at us, I knew we had to run. I couldn't risk losing anyone else. Iniko picked up Voy as soon as I called for us to flee. Jade didn't want to leave until Voy started pleading with her, while he was almost bleeding out. She helped me pull Clay away. I still think it was wrong. It was. It wasn't. Dave made the right choice. There would have been no point in losing you all too. Agreed. At least y'all got to live. After that, we made our way back here. We didn't know where else to go. I'm glad you all made it back, but I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Why did we have to? Why didn't Cassiopeia save us? Save her. The dragons are neutral. The dragons are... I don't know what word. Maybe assholes? Sure are. The real asshole is the madman who killed her. We have to go back. I don't think that's a good idea, bud. We have to. We have to retrieve her body. He can't have her. Now he can use her to navigate that stupid portal, and she would hate that. She would hate being turned into another monster he can use. If we can't get her back, we at least have to bring her here to give her a proper burial. We can't do that, Clay. We don't even know where they are right now. If we had stayed, we might, but we didn't. Thanks to you. I think it was the right call. What were they gonna do? But it is what it is, right? You say we can't go back, so we can't change anything. We screwed up. We played right into his hands. All this power and strength and magic, and we didn't change anything. Hold on, I'm sure you did your best. What's the point of doing that if it doesn't save anyone? I can't even feel her anymore. The bracelet, it's just empty. There's just an absence where Tia should be. I feel like if we had just done something different, if I had been more stubborn, I don't know if you could have changed anything. Why do you sound so sure of that? I think the Necromancer, I think he heard everything. What you planned, I mean. How could that even be possible? After you left the jackdaw near my window, I think it was a spy, and it heard everything. What? How does that even happen? How did you not notice that? I don't know, I'm sorry. All I'm saying is it's not your fault the plan failed. He outsmarted us, all of us. Right call, painful outcome. Ugh. Yeah, it's rough. So there's nothing we could have done? That can't be right. What's the point of all this then? If he knows everything, then we might as well give up. He has Ur's axe, he has an army of nightmare creatures, and more. And she's gone. The only person who'd know what to do is gone. And we don't have a magical greatsword either. You've got to be kidding me. What? Magic flame was put out by the flood. Fuck. So we've lost? It's over? Not yet. He hasn't won yet either. Even if it feels like he has. We're still here, so we can still fight. We can still stand in his way. Hope will only abandon us if we let it. You're right. Us giving up, that's not what she would have wanted. What she would have wanted was to live, to get a chance to be more than some pointless martyr. I want her back. Clay. No, I don't want to hear anything else from you. You didn't even notice a spying bird in your tavern. Or maybe you did. Who knows? You're dishonest with us all the time. Do you even really care about any of this? Of course I care. I care more than you could ever imagine. I wish I could bring her back too, Clay. Well, can you? No? What help are you then? This is all quite hurtful and rude. This is sad. Screw this. I'm done hearing excuses and I'm done pretending we'll make it through this. Clay, please stay. Oh, he's out. Can I have one of those drinks now? Don't want to go after him? If I was him, I'd kill all of us. So, no. What kind of drink do you want? I don't know. Something fast, maybe? Didn't help with the fight, but might help my stomach. It's worth a shot, I guess. Alright, we need something zippy, speedy. Swift strike it is. This sucks. This is... I really don't think that, like, us making different drinks would have helped in this situation at all. Like, I think this was going to be the outcome no matter what. Fast and quick. Just how I like it. What kind of drinks did she like? Defense all the way. Adds up. Oh, uh-oh, this does not look good. Was the achievement we just got? What just happened? Episode 23, The Wheel of Fortune? Isn't that the day we just did? What just happened? What? Someone should go after Clay at some point. We'll need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say, you weren't there. Carolyn's right. We'll have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure, it's just a bit hard to buy this never give up bullshit right now. If you know how to salvage all this, feel free to share it with the class. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. Yeah, I don't know, that was weird. Like, what happened? We didn't close for the night or anything. The day just... And we got an achievement that says, uh-oh, this does not look good. Yeah, I figured. So what? Do you just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That's exactly what got us into this mess to begin with. What, your failure? No. This asshole ambivalence. I don't know if that's what word she was using. This fucking ambivalence? I don't know. Ha! I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course. Did enough pro bono today? How much will it cost you to get interested again? Oh. You can fuck right off. Ulyssia. What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right, there won't be anywhere to go soon. I don't want to hear it, innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit there and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must be so easy, huh? All up on your high horse watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end. Did you? This is all real heavy. Should have figured. This is hurting my soul too. Like, I feel like I'm being yelled at personally. Jeez. Explains why that bird spying on all of us this time was also just a footnote for you. Hey. You always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors. If that necromancer asshole walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Yeah? Would you serve Alethia's murderer a drink with the same smile like you do for us? Hey, maybe he'd bring her corpse along. Good thing you'd already know what drink to serve her. Oh, this is... Oh, girl. That's cruel. Why are you defending them? You should be just as pissed as me. That elf is gone because they couldn't get over their own ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere, and we wouldn't know. My drinks aren't miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains. But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decided to refuse them that help because you were petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. I know, the burns are like 3rd degree as fuck. God damn. Maybe you should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that. What happened to believing in them? If there's even a chance they might come back, I'll keep these tavern doors open. Good to know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. Whatever? I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people will die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea for how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else can take care of your problems again. It just won't be me this time. Oh, that was mean! Innkeeper, Carolyn, it's been real. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. I don't know what Nightbot just... What did Nightbot do? Oh, thank you, Nightbot. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking I could just go see my family, but would I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. I'm not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we have the element of surprise with your sword, we might... No, this sword can't save the world, and neither can I. This sucks! What? What? What's on their face? And their horns? Am I seeing things? Fable? Hello, everyone. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. I'm back. Somebody pinch me. Ow! I said pinch, not punch, Carolyn. That wasn't a punch. I'll show you. Wait! It's really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird? No, it suits you. Looking badass, Elfie. Thanks! I like it too. I like the horns. They look very, horny. Nope, that sounded wrong. Let me try again. Take your time. They are very pretty, beautiful, effervescent. Do you need one of your own drinks, innkeeper? Well, what I really want to say is... I'm so glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. Oh, my heart. I'm really happy to see you as well, innkeeper. And there's so much for all of us to talk about. Wait, before that, First and foremost, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. I should never have refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurities I was dealing with. I should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? And I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had, it was hard to trust in you while the worry of your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No, you're my friend. If you'll still have me. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. I was upset at first, but most of all I was afraid. Afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if you ever wanted me to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, and I wanted to be brave for both of us. I don't know, she kind of looks part dragon, doesn't she? So I came back to hear you out, and I'm happy I did. Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. That conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, innkeeper. Worth it. But yes, you'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. I'll try my best. Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Ur's axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it, but we have to stop him. Why are you guys looking at me like that? Might be good to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You got this. You got us at the edge of our seats. Well, as you know, I was searching for Melly around the portal to Twilight Chasm. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. And even if I could swear I saw the shadows around the portal moving, or the fact that it's the entrance to a plane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend. So I went through the portal. How did that go for you? To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant gangly creatures roaming around, my heart was beating out of my chest. All of my blood was in my ears again. Eventually I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I had run so far away from where I entered that the chance of finding any traces of Melly was almost zero. So what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Well, all that running and worrying got me so exhausted I must have just passed out. It was weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just this sense of disquiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholic as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly, close to my alcove where spiky mountains split the sky, I saw entrances to tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel widened into a huge cave. And I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out, somehow I had stumbled from the Twilight Chasm into the center of the plane, not the dragon, but in front of me was the sleeping form of the elder dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach Ur's cavern. You mean the dragon that if awoken too early will bring about the end of everything in its wake? Yes. Great. Another apocalypse. Do we get double points for a combo? Wait, I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good, especially when the Necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether to reveal myself or not when he began to cast a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around Ur's head. Then their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. Whatever strange visions the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must have shaken the whole plain. But while was distracted, the Necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe, wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I just couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as he took hold of the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad it was hard to draw breath. I knew at that moment, should I try to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that in that moment, shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. The undead creatures used their bodies to shield him, shattered upon impact with claws. While the Necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him the precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened. There was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, or blind to consequence, but I could hesitate no longer. If that Necromancer was to use the axe for evil while I had the chance to stop him and didn't. So I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards begging them for help. You just asked the Elder Dragon for help? Yes, it seemed like my only option at the time. How did they answer? With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky, it blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight, so close to death, unseeing you find. What little mortal do I seek? I was never good at riddles, I have no idea. I prefer a more hands-on approach. Friendship is probably, like, the most, like, what I would go with, I think. Just admit you don't have the patience. We have that in common. To be honest, I could barely think past all the emotions warring within me, and so I just said the first thing on my mind. I told them how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. That's fair. Saving people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. And if wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. And communicate clearly instead. Wow. God. You said that to their face? I got caught up in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by their rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, told me that all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. That's so valid. So I pulled out my lute and played the Elder Dragon, a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. A strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose when I couldn't hold in my laughter any longer. I, accidentally ate it. Before I could panic about wasting gift, their gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay with me from then on, and that this strength was their boon to me, to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. That's all there is to it, really. I think that was plenty. That's astonishing. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. No, I think this has fable written all over it. I did forget to bring a cool trinket back for you. I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope. Oh! Elfie, are you saying you can actually produce dragonfire now? I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on my way here, but I still have a long way to go. Ha! I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later, I need to go get Rhea right now. Rumor unlocked, friendly fire. Fable has returned from their encounter with with a mysterious ability, the power to create dragonfire. Hope is rekindled at last. And that was fast. Can't blame her. I heard you might have some dragonfire for me, sword. Good to see you're back in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we've been given another shot. Right, if there's any smithing to be done, you know I'm with ye. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? With that blueprint from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. It'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste. Right. I I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on. Let's discuss it with the others. Melly is a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe? Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust you have some quests locked and loaded for us top of the morning. Of course. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. Rest well, everyone. And now I get to make a quest. A stranger has come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. I feel like we don't have enough clues to make a quest. To reach Tuat, one has to go through a number of overly complicated rituals. Good thing no cleric would ever aid in something like that. And Fable has returned from their encounter with with a mysterious ability, the power to create dragonfire. Hope is rekindled at last. These are very, like, unconnected ideas, but we have created the quest, Fight of Hopes and Dreams. All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the Aperture. He is in the possession of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained dragonfire, we were able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. None of that sounds like it had anything to do with the sticky notes that we had available, but cool. That was quite a lot. So let's close up the tavern for the night. Oh man.